Yo, 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 what's up, YouTube fam? As always, your boy Stevenson Lindor back with another one. All right. Like I said, I'm gonna try to stay motivated not only for the rest of the year, but going into 2026. I'm gonna try to do these weekly outlook videos every week, two a week. So one Monday or Tuesday morning, and then a follow-up video on all the setups that I'm currently looking at, that I'm in, that I'm trading with my community, that I'm dropping in the free Telegram chat, just to update you guys on what's going on, how I trade them, how I monitor them, all that good stuff. So as always, like, share, comment, subscribe, tell a friend, tell a friend. If you want to be added to the private community that I got and trade with us in the morning, we just finished up our morning session. Hit me up. All right. So I dropped this gold buy on yesterday. All right, gold buy and silver buy. Price kind of took off, but pulling back now. All right, which is good. I would love for this to pull back into the 50618 zone area and then take off. I thought price was going to take off pretty much from here and not come back. But we're getting that pullback now. So this is still on the watch list. Same thing for silver. All right, silver kind of same thing. I was looking for a correction yesterday. On Monday, we didn't get that. Gave a small one and kind of pull back. I would love to see this pull back before the takeoff. All right. If that doesn't happen, anytime price does not come back to your entry zone, all right, it doesn't pull back to your level of entry zone, wait for a new high or a new low. So in this situation, I would wait for a new high, basically let this break, and then wait for a new correction for the continuation, right? New low, pullback, new low, get a pullback, not really a pullback. This was your pullback. That was more of a pullback. All right. So I want to see this break, get a pullback, some type of correction here, and then a continuation up. All right. So that's what I'm waiting for on gold and silver. I just dropped EU buy in the free Telegram chat. I entered a couple positions here. Okay, so got in on some buys on Euro USD and also a buy on AUD USD. That's gonna turn soon. And yeah, doing pretty good, doing decent. So reason why, DXY is at a daily top. We just got that breakout, perfect, coming down nicely. As you can see, my markup from the morning session with the team, it's just waiting for a correction. The more this comes down aggressive, the better anyways. It just lets me know it's going in that direction. So now the next wave would be wait for a small retest, right? Back at this level, essentially, and then a continuation down, right? And if you have a weak dollar, what does that mean? You have strength on all the majors. So that's why I told you guys to buy EU. And EU's taking off. All right. When you look at the daily, right? We're also at a daily retest on your MACD, price coming up. And you can see it's just not trying to create that new low. This was the last seller's candle. Price was not trying to break below here. We're mostly going to end up with a close above, basically a daily close above this seller's candle. We make our way down to the 4 hour, right? We have this break, boom, 1 hour. So again, there was that break, there was that retest. Now we're getting that continuation to the upside. So if you are not in the trade, my suggestion would be to catch the next wave. Catch the next pullback. So it looks something like this. This keeps going, going up, going up. That could very well happen. It's not even 10 a.m. over here on the East Coast, but you would like to see some type of consolidation, pullback, and then a continuation up. I got ultimately EU coming back above 116, right? So do got time. Currently price is right here. So going for another 90 pips or so. All right, for a nice 100 pip move. But that was why I got in for EU. Seeing what the dollar was doing, then got our change of character here. Perfect. So this is what you're waiting for if you're not in the trade. You would like to see a pullback, and then you would like to see a move to the upside. If you're not already in the buy, this is what you would like to see. And then boom, voila. And that's what you would do on all the other majors. I do like USD Swiss franc. I always like trading USD Swiss franc with Euro USD. They move pretty much very similar. They're perfect correlating pairs. They complement each other very well. There you go. On the 15-minute breaking down, same thing over here. I would love to see this probably come down a little bit more, retest, and then set up for that sell. Right? Set up for that sell. The risk to reward, absolutely phenomenal. Look at that, 1 to 6. Risking about 8 pips. Even if I was to stretch this up there, still not risking much. 14 pips, reward 50. This could easily go to about 80 to 100 pips. So the risk to reward is just phenomenal. All right. So again, wait for a retest, sell off. I'll probably drop this in the free Telegram for you guys. I like this right here, right here. Watch, sell here. All right. Wait for a retest. So actually, I'm going to drop this to you guys right now. All right. I'll personally get in this trade and I'll even do a video and let you guys know how I got in it. Pull back and then boom. So let's go here. There you go. Wait for retest before entering. Great. Rest to award. All right. Like that very much. I personally want to get an EU. Oh, EU. I mean, not EU, GU. Personally want to get in GU. As you can see, I'm looking for it. It's taking off. So that's why I said catching the retest. Once price breaks out, especially after it's been in consolidation for a little bit, getting the retest, that'd be the hard part. Because price can technically just take off. If you look at the daily, kind of got like a double bottom over here. I'm expecting price to come back up to 113. So a nice 100 plus pip move. Right, 145 to be exact. Obviously, price can go beyond there, but 145 for sure. So now it's just a matter of catching the retest. That's it. It's just catching the retest. Can we get a pullback? Can we get something along the lines of this and then continuation? You can see it, guys. When the market is ready to make a move, see? When it's ready for that sell, see, it pulls back. It pulls back. When it's ready to buy, you see, it pulls back. That's why, Steve, why are you always looking for pullbacks? That's how the market moves. It pulls back. Then it launches like a slingshot, pulls back. Then it launches. I need a pull back, then take off. All right. You don't get in on impulsive moves. You see what happens when you get in on an impulsive move? That retracement fucks you up. All right. Screws you over. That's why you wait for a nice correction, a nice pullback, slow pullback. So we need a slow pullback and then take off. I would love to get in GU. And then same for the rest. Odd USD pulling back. So actually, this is a good time to buy. If you're by the time this video drops, might be turning around. Just wait for a buyer's candle. So wait for another buyer's candle. Wait on the 1 hour, 15-minute, basically a buyer's candle that closes above a seller's candle. A buyer's candle that closes above a seller's candle. Place your stop loss below and let your trade run. All right. UCAD, I didn't go over UCAD with the squad. Don't really care for it. Divergence, you can see it's about to pop. Yeah, gonna definitely be a sell setup. Got the divergence, and this should come down. I don't really care for this. EU, GU, and USD Swiss franc will be my focus as far as US pairs. And then again, really trying to catch that gold and silver buy. So if I get a nice retest here, definitely going long. All right. Crypto. Crypto. So last week, obviously, I was trying to catch the short-term pullbacks, but kept failing. Again, part of the game, all good. Finally found some support at low 80. We're definitely breaking and going to that 75 range. Like I told you guys on the last video, we will be hitting this area. All right, 100%. We've technically already tapped into it, low 80s. Now we're gonna probably in the next several weeks touch 75. So this is setting up for a correction, as you can see here, pullback, probably pull back to around low 90s, and then next sell, right? So that's what you're getting right now. See, you're getting a correction, and then next sell. So all you're doing, if you're trying to trade this, is just catch these short-term buy to the upside for the next sell. So in a situation like this, you're trying to buy, right? Wait for a buyer's candle right around here, and then just ride it up to about 91, 92. All right, nothing too crazy. About 5,100 pips, nothing too crazy. And do the same thing with the other cryptos, right? Ethereum, same thing. So these are short-term buys. Remember, long-term, we're setting up for sell. Like these cryptos are going to drop even more. And from an investor standpoint, you want this to happen. If you've missed out on this crypto wave, and you guys can go back to watching any of my crypto videos from 2022, 23, I've always given you guys updates, and I've told you pretty much where the market is going. I like this. I'm loving this. You know why? Because now this gives me another opportunity to buy low, and then once I hit that high again, sell high, right? Obviously, I'm not going to focus on the big guys like Bitcoin and Ethereum. I like to focus on the undervalued cryptocurrencies like Ripple, like Cardano, like Stellar. Those are my bread and butter. And, you know, where they're currently at, I chef's kiss. I love the price. All right, so Ethereum, one more buy, short-term buy. Don't keep this for long. Wait for a buyer's candle. You're getting a 1 hour retest, so maybe wait for this to go red. Make sure this low doesn't get broken. And then once you get that buyer's candle, buy real quick, and then boom, just cash out around low 31s and then get ready for the next big sell. All right. Ripple, same thing, right? Let this retest, right? Actually, same thing. I will drop this for you guys. Let this get back up to around 2.5. And yeah, we can see below $2 before the end of the year. And XRP buy setup. Right. There you go. From an investor standpoint, I would love, love, love if we take out all this liquidity, come down to about 150, If we go anywhere below 150, obviously the lower the better, but this would be your ideal target area, guys, to start investing. Think about it. At 120, 150 to 120, back up, and the next high is going to definitely touch $4. The next high is definitely going to touch $4, guys. Look, over 170% return on your money. Think about that. So if you have $10,000, 175%. If you have 20,000, 30, 50, just do the math, do the numbers, right? Of course, Cardano. Anybody's been following me for a long time, you know Cardano's like literally in my top 2 favorite cryptocurrencies as far as investing. I would love to see this get back down to around 35, even below then. This, even if it goes below here, this is where you want to really start buying. We're almost there. Even if you start buying now, obviously you're going to take a little dip, but it's not like you bought at 97. It's not like you bought at $1.31. If you guys remember last year, right before election, bought right around here, was able to make a beautiful flip of like 18 grand to like over 6 figures. So I plan on doing that again. Okay, guys, I plan on doing that again, this time with a larger investment. And remember, we didn't even hit the high. This went to $3. This only went to $1.30 last year. So again, that's why I'm excited. Prices pulling back to these lows because this gives me and many investors out there another opportunity to buy all the way back up. So that's what I'm waiting for. For short term right now, though, same thing. I'm looking for a potential buy. Just need a buyer's candle, right? I just need a buyer's candle. We can get some buyers to enter the market, pull back up, boom. But again, this is all for setting up the sell. We're buying to sell. We're buying to sell. And if crypto is not your place, stay out of it. If you don't like it, you want to stay with the regular Forex pairs, not a problem. Again, I love EU. I love GU. I love USD Swiss franc. EU doing, as you can see, wonderful. Like I said, the more this just keeps going, the better for me anyways. Hopefully before the end of the day or at the end of today, going into Asian Sydney session, we get a nice just little retest here so we can catch the rest of this wave, especially on GU. I really want to catch this GU. I would really like to catch this GU. All right. Just a small correction. I think for the rest of New York session, it's just going to keep going up, which is fine. And then ultimately, I do got a position on odd. Odd hasn't turned around yet, but it will. And then I would like to catch this USD Swiss franc. Right? Those would be the pairs to focus on, guys. All right. So that is your weekly update. And I'll let you guys know when gold and silver, because they're pulling back now. That's perfect. Just needed to pull back. I got that going back up to the high. Well, not the high, but a little bit higher, back up to our at least 42. So I think it's going to come up, consolidate around here, and then boom. All right. All right, we're monitoring these trades. So as you can see, I'm up about 26. Well, like I said, my odd USD is not doing that well, but that'll turn around. And then I plan on getting on GU and USD Swiss franc. And yeah, it's the life of day trading. All right, guys. Proper risk is everything. Okay, guys. As you can see, I'm not using crazy lots. I'm not these guys on social media. I got 50 standard, 100 standards, all the standard. No, just proper trading, right? Low risk. Okay, high reward, right? I'm not over leveraged over here, and let your account grow. All right. This is a marathon. This is not a sprint. You will get there. You just got to be realistic. Okay. The hardest part of trading is the risk management. All right. Most of you guys trade like crackheads. You gotta stop trading like that. Being disciplined and being consistent. And that's all I preach on. That's all I teach within my community. So again, guys, that's your weekly update. We'll look back on a lot of these trades later on this week. I'll keep you guys updated in the Telegram. Again, if you want to join the private community and come really tap in with us, get your reps in, I think everybody should. Getting free signals like this, nothing wrong with it, but you really want to be in here with these guys, marking up and working on your craft like Peter over here, right? Peter knows what he's doing. Look at that. Beautiful. Right? Work on your craft. You can only get better when you're surrounded by like-minded individuals. Okay. If I want to become a better basketball player, I got to play with other basketball players. If I want to become a better soccer, football, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter the field. I want to become a better technician. I want to become a better mathematician. I want to become a better engineer, whatever. I got to get around other like-minded individuals. Okay. We actually mark up, we actually trade. Um, we communicate, we talk. This is what you guys pretty much want. It's not just me dropping signals. It's giving you guys an opportunity to work on your craft. So if that's something you want, hit me up. But all in all, that's pretty much it, guys. I'll see you on the next one. As always, take care, stay blessed, like, share, comment, subscribe, tell a friend, and yeah, we out.